Hey, bow, bow, bow. Welcome to Coco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com. It's where it's okay to be a passionate fan, where the world comes to kick ass, and you're home for combat sports. Please go check us out. Jerry, Pablo, David Cooey have been all busting their asses to try to make their blog your #1 spot. All right, this is our weekly main event review, and like every show we do, we ask you for your input. Did you think this was a win, loss, or tie for WWE's main event? Me, personally, I think it was a win. Now, granted, main event is a C show, and I'm kind of grading on the curve, but it was mostly all wrestling, and we saw some matchups we didn't get to see, and, you know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a win. I am grading on a curve, just to let you know, because main event is not held to the same standards as a pay-per-view or Raw, but the big question is it worth watching? A lot of people just tune in for these reviews and be like, Dave, should I watch it? Don't give a shit about the rest of your review. Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your honesty. I think it's worth watching. If you have time, I think it's worth watching. They do some matchups that haven't happened before. And it's a lot of wrestling. In 1 hour, without commercials, less than an hour, they have 4 matches. So I enjoy it. I think it is worth watching. It's not going to be wowzer, 5-star, this is the greatest thing ever. But you're like, hey, dude, I got an hour to fucking waste. Let me play main event. Wow, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Just basic wrestling matches, and it was fun. All right, let's break this bad boy down. First match, Seth Rollins defeated Fandango. A very short match, very enjoyable. And to me, I like this, and I hope main event does this more often, especially with the opening match. It's a matchup that we haven't seen before, maybe on a house show or something, and it gives Fandango a shot to shine. We all know Seth Rollins can do good, but Fandango, I think some more people question if he could go. And it's a very short match, but for this short match, I think Fandango holds his own. I was very entertained, and I was glad to see a matchup I haven't seen before. Seth Rollins wins with the New Jersey curb stomp, and overall, pretty enjoyable. A lot of these matches were enjoyable, but a lot of them were very, very short. So Seth Rollins defeats Fandango. Bam. Next match, they did the old WCW thing, and I love the old WCW thing. I am a big fan of this WCW-style booking to keep a feud going. They had the tag team champs versus, Ryback, but it was just one-on-one. It was Ryback versus Jey Uso. And this is very WCW, because the big thing that WCW did was the champs would take on the challengers and would do one-on-one. And one of the champs would win, and one of the challengers would win. And then you go into the pay-per-view going, oh, it's one-on-one on one-on-one. What's going to happen in the tag? I love one-on-one matches between the tag champs and the challenger. I thought it was a very interesting match. Jey Uso sold a lot. Ryback's starting to look a little bit more like a monster. And this is the first time in a while that Ryback in WWE hid his weaknesses. I really enjoy Ryback when you hide his weaknesses. And they hit his weaknesses pretty good, and Jey Uso was selling like a madman. Once again, a short match, definitely worth watching, and I love the WCW-style booking. And indie bookers out there, indie promoters, please do this more often, especially if you're not running monthly. If you're running weekly or bi-weekly, bi-weekly is fucking horrible, never run bi-weekly. But if you're running weekly, please do this more often with your tag team champs. I really enjoy that. So, way to go, great booking. Pretty short match, but very enjoyable. Next, you got Big E and Kofi Kingston, which on our Monday Night Raw review and our Stump the Idiot got some controversy. Defeated, Slater Gator. And I enjoyed it. It really, really put it on. Big E, Kofi Kingston, they have their manager, and it's very interesting to see where they're going, because right now, as far as our podcast goes, it's kind of controversial. People are talking about it. And Slater Gator was very entertaining. I do feel bad for Titus O'Neil, but they did a promo before and a promo after, and I enjoyed it. It was pretty much Big E and Kofi Kingston. Take 7. It was pretty much Big E and Kofi Kingston just beating the fucking living hell out of it. A serious Kofi Kingston, though. I don't know if I can get behind that. A lot of people are like, oh, are they heels? Are they not heels? I find this storyline intriguing. I know a lot of people are worried about where it's going. I don't know. I love Kofi Kingston, and I'm glad he's getting a push. I don't know where this is. But the thing that bothers me the most, this is very nerdy. I apologize. I'm a fucking nerd. I am who I am, as Popeye would say. These tag teams have to start wearing the same things. You know, if you're going to be Slater Gator, wear Florida Gator colors. If you're going to be Big E and Kofi Kingston, wear the same thing. I don't know. On the indies, I think that's more acceptable. But then again, on the indies, everyone's wearing black. It's like, wow, it's the team in the black tights versus the team in the black tights. Way to go, indies. But no, I'd love to see these guys go. And Slater Gator, I find it for... I don't know, there's something about Heath Slater I just find fucking interesting. I don't know. He's in 3MB. I find him interesting. I do feel bad. I think Titus O'Neil should be a lot farther. I thought the primetime players are. There's a little, this is Rob's kind of gimmick, but I'm going to do it. A wrestling theory. I wonder if this is going to bring back the primetime players and 3MB. Because, you know, 3MB, I'm pretty sure if you call them up, they're back. So, I don't know. I enjoyed Slater Gator. I enjoy, so far, Big E and Kofi Kingston. I want to see where it goes. But damn, I'm such a nerd. If you're going to be a tag team, wear the same color tights. Sons of bitches. It was pretty much a squash match with advancing storylines. So, it did its point. I enjoyed it. All right, next, bam. And plus, they had a lot of segments with Slater Gator, which I enjoyed. I don't know if anyone else is enjoying Slater Gator as much as me, but for the half hour they've been on television, I enjoyed it. And Jack Swagger defeats Rusev by disqualification. They're continuing the storyline. It's very 80s, but I'm like, it's very 80s and simple, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I travel around the world. I just find it to be a little ridiculous. Like, there's the bad Russian, there's the good American, USA. I don't know. Like, I used to promote shows maybe like 10 plus years ago, and I was shocked that these stupid-ass storylines of USA still got over. I just don't get it. Maybe I lost some 4th of July in my heart. But the storyline is really good. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was propaganda at 24 level, though. If you want to feel good about being an American, this was the match for you. It ends in a DQ. Jack Swagger's got the best of him. Rusev loses his shit, beats him on a flag, and then at the very end, Yosemite Sam, Jack Swagger's manager, takes the flag, and the announce team is trying to sell that he's completely angry. But why would an old man take away the flag? You know, I'm just like, I don't know. So they kept it moving along. It was very propaganda-ish. But, hey, obviously the masses love it. Besides that, the match was really good. They were working two different styles. I enjoyed a lot. And I'm glad Jack Swagger's getting pushed. Even though I still can't believe going to the well works. I didn't think it would. The masses surprise me every time, but it's a very enjoyable match that ends in a DQ. So yeah, overall, for main event, I thought it was a win. Please in the comments put win, loss, or tie. We did do a Stump the Idiot, and Stump the Idiots usually don't get that many views because it's just Q&A. But this Stump the Idiot's a little bit special because we're having a G1 contest where you can win a prize. It's not a very big prize. It's like a 100 yen prize, $1 prize. But it is from Japan. And I'm just hoping that more people get into Japanese pro wrestling and I can do some breakdowns of it. So, yeah, if you can, go to Stump the Idiot and, you know, leave down who you think is going to win the G1, and you can win yourself a collector card / popcorn set. So, nothing major, but still, just trying to get more people to watch Japanese pro wrestling. Promote what you love. Anyway, besides the pay-per-view, we're on a roll. I thought the pay-per-view was a tie, completely average. I thought Raw was good. I thought Main Event was good. Impact's in New York City, NXT, SmackDown. I'm excited. We might have a whole week of good pro wrestling. Plus, the G1's going on. Man, am I positive. I thought it was a win. All right. please go to Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com, or Kocosports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where it's okay to be a passionate fan, where the world comes to kick ass, and you home for combat sports. We are working very hard. It is nowhere near up to the standards we want it to be. We're going to try to recruit some new people to help us, but at the same time, I think the site is amazing. We just want it to be better and better. So hopefully one day it can be good enough to be your #1 spot for combat sports news and, of course, wrestling reviews. All right, so please do me a favor, just between me and you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if you got an extra $24.99, you can go to Kocosports.net and you can support fat guys yelling into webcams by buying an internet inventory shirt. All right, well, thank you. We're doing a show every day this month, and hopefully we just get in the habit of it. Today we did 2, so hopefully it builds our audience. All right, so we'll be back tomorrow. Not quite sure what the show will be about, but we plan to come back. So please go to Kocosports.net, like, comment, subscribe. I am starting to repeat the same stuff over and over, so I should just say, go to Kocosports.com! And with that, I